Hey guys, this is Weapon Gojira X, and after a lot of time, have decided I'm going to replay Castlevania Symphony of the Night. So, let's just put the initials there, and let's begin. Journey back to 1792 and the Transylvania countryside in Romania. So it's been years since I've actually played this game. I actually haven't checked when the last time I played it, but the last time I do remember playing it, I know I played it sometime in between that, was actually right after 9/11 happened. So this game was actually kind of my coping mechanism for that. It's just because it just seemed something like that happening in the world just didn't make sense. It was something that had never happened in the world at that time, at least for me. So, I mean, my parents had the Kennedy assassination, so that was the big thing for them, but there was never a big tragic event or anything like that. So I basically just started playing this because, well, I knew the game forwards and backwards. It was like the back of my hand, and I knew it, so it was one of the things that made sense. So, now, so yeah, I did skip that sub-weapon, so I actually am not going to be picking up any of the sub-weapons. So right now is going to be a little bit of a boring part, where I'm going to stockpile hearts. Because I had learned when I had played this game previously that your starting stats depend on how the fight that follows goes. So, and I always found it annoying that when I was playing this game, you're breaking all this stuff, getting these items, and you can't even equip them. I understand this is like the prologue of the game or anything, so you're really just playing the last battle from the previous Castlevania game that came before this. I think this was Castlevania Rondo of Blood. That's what I believe it was called. And that it was released under another title. I believe that was like Dracula X, something like that. Probably should have looked that up before actually saying that. I know one of them is the good version of it, which is to say the Japanese version, and then there's the one of them is the imported version where they just, from what I heard, butchered the story and everything, so, which isn't good. So I've never played it because I don't believe I ever saw it available or anything, and didn't really know about Castlevania that much. I kind of had heard about the title from just playing some of the NES games at my cousin's house years ago. So this was actually, well, technically, I was going to say this was my first video game, but it wasn't. This is my third video game. When I got a PlayStation as a gift, the original PlayStation, I got 2 games with it. So, one of those games was Crash Bandicoot, which was great. And then the other one, because my parents said I needed to get a game that my sister could also play, because apparently they didn't think she could play Crash Bandicoot with its being a 3D platformer and basically the Sony equivalent of a Mario game. They got what looked like some sort of like a Sims game. I don't know what it is, but the graphics in it were so terrible. You couldn't even read the tutorial at all. So I basically told my parents, like, I can't play this. It's not telling me what to do. It won't let me do anything when I try to do anything with pressing any of the buttons. So we returned it. This was back in the days where video games were in their infancy, so you could just, like, oh, this game doesn't work, I want to return it, and then get your money back, or just exchange it for another one. So, I mean, I distinctly remember this, because when I went to get it, I got my PlayStation at Toys R Us. This was back in the day where they had all the electronics, and some guy locked up in a little cubby or whatever, and you gave him a ticket, and then while he was in this locked up cubby thing, he would give you the game and console or whatever. So when my parents went back to get me a new game, I saw Castlevania Symphony 9 and I was like, I want this. So alright, so we got 99. Oh yeah, I need to remember how to actually do stuff, so jump. Okay, triangle is what I need. That's will give me my powerful whip. And then up and attack would have been the sub-weapons, so, well, I need to recollect and get back up to 99. Probably don't need all 99 hearts to do it. But I want to be all maxed out, so I don't have to worry about anything. So, so where was I? So, yeah, I've got a lot of fond memories with Castlevania. Castlevania is actually the first game I played that actually had a story. Before that, the games... My first video game system, I say that my first video game console was a PlayStation. That's technically a lie. The accurate answer is a Sega Game Gear. But that thing was a piece of trash. You know it's a bad system when you, what is it? When it just breaks for no reason. Like, my dad one time saw me just place it gently down on the carpet after playing, and then the screen just died. You also know it's a bad console if whenever the console breaks, and then you contact Sega, they're just like, oh, we'll just send you a brand new one. We'll send you a new console, and then we'll send you a label so you can send us back the old one. So, you know it's pretty bad if they're just like, oh, not even arguing, and just going to replace the console. So, but as I was saying, Castlevania was the first game I played that actually had a story. Before that, when I had the games on the Game Gear, the only games I had was Sonic. I mean, there's not much of a story there, unless you watch, at least from my experience, like the Saturday morning cartoon with, when I was growing up, with the saving the animals, stopping Dr. Robotnik or Eggman, whatever you're calling him at that time. So, and then this game called Columns, or Super Columns, which was like a Tetris knockoff. So yeah, this was the one that actually had a story. And here's Dracula.
Die, monster. You don't
belong in this world.
It was not by my hand that I'm once again given flesh. I was called here by humans who wish to pay me tribute.
Tribute? You steal men's souls and make them your slaves. Perhaps the same could be said of all religions.
Your
Words are as empty as your soul. Mankind ill needs a savior such as you.
What is
Is a man.
A
Miserable little pile of secrets.
But
Enough talk.
Have at you!
Have at you. I always love that opening. Dialogue. My friend, we used to be able to, like, between the two of us, recite it. We would roleplay saying it. I mean, I used to actually know it entirely by heart, where I could just, like, start just saying it. So, now, if you actually, from what I've heard, your starting stats change, well, not change, are better based on this fight. So, I've already messed up the one thing, but the criteria that I had read online is if you don't get hit during this fight, you get really, it will give you better stats. If Maria Renard, I believe that's her name, doesn't have to revive you. And I think if you don't use any of the special items to win the fight. I mean, I could be mistaken. So, I've never been good enough to actually get through it and get the best of the best stats. But, should have just jumped that. I don't know why I didn't do that. I'm being stupid now, but it's not like I care about the stats. I always do that. There's always one point where I always will accidentally slide into that. But, so... should have got more distance there. Oh well. This game was very unique for me because, I mean, you're starting off essentially with a boss fight. So, I mean, be it's a boss fight that you can't lose, so, which is, which I mean, makes it not really a challenge at all. You can't die or anything, so... I mean, come to think of it, I think you could also use the, Oh, and there's, Maria Renard, so... I'm, sticking with my, consistency of every playthrough getting her that I've done of this game. But... so, now I've got full health, and... I'm essentially invincible, so... And I've defeated Dracula. We've won the game. No, we haven't. So. Now we have some lovely exposition. It was Richter Belmont, the legendary vampire hunter, who succeeded in finally ending the menace of Count Dracula, Lord of the Vampires, who had been brought back from the grave by the Dark Priest Shaft. However, one night, 4 years later, under the glare of a full moon, Richter mysteriously vanished. With no idea where to begin her search, Maria Renard, yes, I got that name correct, set out to look for him. It was then that fate intervened. Castlevania, the Castle of Dracula, which is rumored to appear once every century, suddenly materialized from out of the mist, as if to show her the way. Meanwhile, powerful forces were struggling for the soul of a man named Alucard. The very same Alucard who had teamed up with Trevor Belmont to battle his immortal father, Count Vlad Tepes Dracula. Alucard, in order to purge the world of his own cursed bloodline, had submerged his vampiric powers and entered what was supposed to be an eternal slumber, but now he is awake and aware of the evil once again at work in his homeland. The time has come once again for the forces of good and evil to engage in their ancient battle. Dracula's castle beckons for you, and no man can say who shall emerge victorious. I can actually answer that question because I've played this game multiple times, probably more than 10 times. It's going to be me, Alucard. Also, after beating the game, you can play through the game as Richter, and yes, it is Richter who also emerges victorious. So, loading. Oh, I knew if you hit the buttons on the D-pad, you can change that. The direction that the loading screen thing. I always found that fun to do it, to occupy me while it was loading. I mean, it's amazing how good the load times for this game are, and then, think about it, it loads pretty good, for a game of its time, so... Kill these guys. I don't even know why I'm getting the candles, because I haven't even gotten the artifact or whatever that will give me the hearts. So... I don't know. I remember actually sticking around in this room for so long just to level up once. I don't even know why I did it. It was just... I don't know, because I saw that I could level up pretty quickly, it seemed. So, let's see. So, we got our good equipment, the Alucard sword, Alucard shield, dragon helm, Alucard mail, Twilight cloak, which just is awesome just because of it fading from red to black, the necklace of J, and then we don't have anything there. So, don't get too attached to any of that stuff, because we're not going to have it. Look, so let me... I always like to put everything in a, I guess, in order. So I'm just trying to get it in the order I want. I should put what stuff I want on the bottom first, since that's how it's going. So usually do two-handed. Then shield, then sword, then short sword, fist, club, bomb, throw 1, throw 2, food, and then medicine, and then it will automatically sort that way. So, yeah. Okay. So yeah, all these relics I still have to get, which isn't that bad. So, all right. Oh, how far am I away from leveling up again? 121, okay. What did they give me? Oh wait, no, I'm looking at the wrong one. So it's 126. Damn. 114. Yeah, what level am I? 2? Yeah, let's stick around in here for a bit just to level up a little bit. Maybe 1 or 2 more levels. Because these guys are pretty easy to kill, and it's pretty easy not to screw up with doing that. So, 45 to go. I mean, it's not I think you can level up pretty quickly once you get to like level 5. It will start to slow down. So yeah, already a level up. So so since I'm just doing this, I guess this is a good time to like continue. So because Castlevania, as I was saying, was the first game that I played that actually had like a story, it actually makes up the trifecta of the video games that basically cemented my interest in them. I probably would have just lost interest in video games if all I was playing, or all I had, if I had only played games like Sonic or Tetris, or Mario. So no, but the other two games that really cemented my love of video games due to story and characters that you can grow attached to are the other two are Final Fantasy VII and Metal Gear Solid. So I just really enjoy them. I was just blown away by the story and the characters. So I mean, there are things that can just break a game, like a really bad story. Like a really good story, if a game has a really good story, I can be forgiving of some not so great mechanics. But if it's the other way around, if there's no good story and the game has good mechanics, it's hard to forgive it. I have trouble giving it a pass. That was one of my issues with Destiny when I was playing it. I mean, really good controls, mechanics were great. I mean, but there wasn't that much of a story. The story was very lacking. So, well, technically it wasn't lacking. If you collected the Grimoire cards and then you read all of them, you got a very good, enriching story. There was a lot of depth and everything to it, from what I've heard, but I'm of the philosophy that if I'm playing a video game, I shouldn't have to go outside of the video game, like log into a website or pull up an app and read these Grimoire cards to get the story that's going to suck me in. I mean, that just takes you out of the moment with that happening. Like, I want to get that story in the actual game. So, I mean, I want the character dialogue scenes. I want, like, the cinematics where it shows stuff happening. So that I see that as a plus to have in a story. Yeah, I mean, I know Destiny is was maybe going before that MMO feel, like World of Warcraft. So, and I've never played World of Warcraft, so I don't know how in depth they get with the actual story and the lore in the actual game. So, I mean, who knows? I mean, I don't know, but Destiny, I did have fun once they released more of the DLC and the stuff that actually added to the story, and they did patches that added more to the vanilla version of the game. So, why the hell am I talking about Destiny? I mean, I'm playing Castlevania Symphony of the Night. This is a classic, not only a classic PlayStation game, just a classic game in general. I mean, it's not only on PlayStation. There was a version of it, I believe, released on, at least digitally, I believe when they released it on PlayStation 3, it got released on 360. But I think the version on 360 has some extra content in it. I believe content that got edited out and just left in the Japanese version. I think. I'm kind of just talking from rumors and stuff. Another strike, I guess, for me for talking about something that I probably should have researched a bit more before doing it. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Not in the sense that I'm going the wrong way. I'm like, if I'm killing these guys just to level up while I chat with you guys, I should at least move in the right direction and I'm supposed to progress. So yeah, the other thing I like is there's an actual, I like the map. I can visibly see where I am in relation to everything else, well, once I uncover it, and then you can kind of see where you haven't gone. Like that first room that we came in when the door closed, you can see all the way on the left, that room, it goes up. So once I get an ability to jump higher, or I get, there is a double jump, but then there's also this really high jump that you can get by doing a combo or something that's like up, down, and then the jump button, which is X. So, and then you can get up there. But you also get some cool alternate forms, like that of a bat, a wolf, and then a mist. Yeah, mist. And then each of those forms can become more powerful. Like you get other relics. That's the word. I completely forgot. That's why I had to pause the game and check. Okay, so what level are we at? 5. Okay, so let's just continue on. Now, alright. More of these guys, the wargs, some money. Okay. So, you can actually go down the steps, but there are mermen down there, and right now I'm actually vulnerable to water. It will actually hurt me, and I have a feeling that I'll just get knocked in by a merman, or I think there might be actually some bats down there. So you circle around. Like once you go through one area, and there's another section of the castle you can come out of that will open up a doorway there. So, and I believe there is a health up down there, but it's actually behind a wall, so you have to go around and get rid of that wall. So yeah, got a nice turkey. Yep. And now we face death.
Alucard, what is your business here?
I've come to put an end to this.
Still befriending mortals. I'll not ask you to return to our side, but I demand you cease your attack.
I will not.
You shall regret those words. We will meet again.
Yep. Yep, and there's death. Yeah, I always was a bit angry about that, because I initially thought that Death permanently stole my really good gear. And I was like, now I don't have that gear anymore. I want that gear. And it's not permanently gone. He just hides it around the castle and then turns into... Now it's a scavenger hunt, essentially. So he's done a scavenger hunt, and you just don't have a map to find where everything is. Ah! Yes! Short sword. Finally got a weapon. Do some resorting. I wanted to pick up a potion. Well, whatever. It is what it is. I think this is where there's a safe point. Nope! So, yeah, this is like one of those things. If I went in that previous room where I broke down the wall, you would have to deal with this. So, but eventually I'm going to be able to go up and around and then come out the door on the left, and I'll be able to stand on that little platform. This will break, and then I'll get the heart upgrade. Jeez, I can't even talk. Why do I keep... I really should not waste my time. Red rust, another one. That's a two-handed sword. I'm not a big fan of two-handed swords. I prefer to have the shield just to help with the defense, and there's some really strong weapons that come around that kind of compensate that. So when I was actually playing this, once I actually got to this point, I spent weeks at this point in the game. Because that orb you saw down there that I clicked on, this one, I did not realize that that was a save point. For some reason, in my mind, when I played this game, I was 11 or 12. Came out, I think, 97. So, yeah. And I'm 32, so yeah, that's like about 20 years ago this game came out. So yeah, I would be about, I would have been either 11 or 12 at that point. So, yeah, I don't know why I thought that, didn't think that this was a save point. I mean, of course, the game doesn't tell you. I also was an idiot and didn't read the manual to that. Told you that this was a save point. For some reason, I thought these were rooms, like, for some reason in my 12-year-old mind, I was like, oh, this is where I can go, I'm just going to run around and explore the castle. That's the room that will just automatically bring me to a, enemies to fight or something. I don't even know why I thought that. There was a lot of stuff that I thought of as a kid that I have no clue how I came up with that. There was no basis or on, like, there was nothing I could base that on. So, alright. So I figured I'd just play for about an hour, considering this is my first time doing a Let's Play. Well, I've done lots of Let's Plays, but this is the first time I've actually recorded one. And we got armor. So let's sort that. So, why am I sorting that over there? There's no armor automatically gets sorted. So, so just to let you know, in case you already didn't realize it, there is no stealth component, so at least I can't make like that stupid joke or something that no one could see me because my armor is made out of hide. God. I can't believe it's such a terrible joke, but I kind of find it a little bit funny. So, and I got $1. Okay, we got a shield. So, that gotta get. The shield really does not have good self-esteem. It's like, leather shield, low defense. Yeah, I mean, yes, it's low, but, I mean, at least have some pride in the fact that you provide me defense that's better than the actual defense that I have. So. So yeah, there's an elevator here. I don't even deal with it because there's a way of dealing with it. Getting these guys. So here, axe armor. Come on, get closer. Get closer. There's usually like a sweet spot where they'll get a little bit. There. And I got hit. Oh well. I mean, you'll learn just from watching me play this game that I am not good at games. I mean, overall, my skills are atrocious. I mean, to the point where I have rage quit games just because of how terrible I am because I can't get past something. So. What's that? Mystery green liquid gives me a health up. So, I think one of these gives me... Oh, nope. None of those give me a sub-weapon. And... oh, well. I don't even know why I... might as well just grab one. I don't even use them, really. Not because I don't like them, it's more... I just forget that they're there. So... So we just destroyed a flame... on like a Bunsen burner or something, we get a resist thunder. I mean, if you're gonna destroy a flame, at least give me a resist fire or something. That would make more sense. Like if I destroyed like Tesla coils and got resist thunder, maybe slightly more sense. Not sure. So these guys are will poison you, so I really don't want to deal with them. There. A little bit better. There. So we can do that to get up there. I mean, I should just kill him first. Come on, stop underhanding it. There. So let's go that way. I think there's just another save point over there. And no, there's not. This is, I think, the continuation. I want to go the other way. I like to hit. Yeah, come on, just walk to the wall. Come on, I'm gonna hit you through the wall. Come on. No, I promise I won't hurt you. I won't hurt you. Just come on. All right, you're being a spoil sport. Ah, damn it. And that reset. No, I don't want to do that. Eventually I'll be strong enough and also get a weapon that will one-hit kill these guys. Wait a minute. Is this way to the safe point? I don't even remember. Alright, we're gonna have to go. I'm gonna want to go back to that other room because I don't remember where it goes. And if I have a room that I can explore, I don't like to... Oh, here's the save point. So where did that other room go to? Now I'm just curious. I mean, and more just... I'm just curious because I don't remember. I should, after this, just go to the start menu and double check when the actual last time I played this game was. Yeah, that'll be better. Nope, no, not yet. That's the boss fight room. So, I do not want to go in there yet. I absolutely do not want to go in there. I want to explore as much as possible now before continuing. So. Alright. Oh, I gotta go up and then down. That's, not really much of a problem once you have, later on, once you have all the, upgrades. Whatever. Seriously, that was my stupidity. I should have been able to avoid that, dodge it or break it. I don't even know why it's just I saw it and I was like, I'm just gonna stand here like an idiot and let this boomerang axe thingy come back and hit me. I don't know. There are a lot of times where I'll do stupid things in games, like I don't know why I did that. I just screwed myself over. Why? I don't know. Oh, item. Yay, a cloth cape. Oh, that's my backdash. Wrong button. You can see the typical now modern controls where it's like triangle is the button that you hit. So, okay. And more defense. Well made, but shabby looking. Really? I don't know. It looks nice. I mean, it's not as nice as my Twilight cloak, because it's not fading between red and black, which is just awesome. But, I mean, it's like Zelda Breath of the Wild here a bit with the weapons have no confidence in themselves. They need to, it's like they've got self-esteem issues. Success. Yep. And then... Now you die for that. I am Lord Dracula's son. These skeletons show more respect. Came back to my father's home just to tear it all down and kill him. Well, kill him and then tear it all down. Because that's what you do. So, alright. Alright, well, we just saved. That, okay. I think up. Yeah, up is that. Okay. Alright, let's fight the boss. No, we're locked in! I mean, they think that I'm locked in here with them, but no, they're locked in here with me. So. The first guy here is always kind of easy. So. So I usually have no issues with him. I mean, I've never had any issues after like the other playthroughs I did. It was only my first playthrough. There's only first playthrough. When I first got the game, I had an issue. I just kept messing this fight up, and then I died. I also had to do everything you just saw me do. So that's like about an hour's worth. Okay, so I want to try and keep hitting him to get rid of him. Because I don't want to deal with the bad guy yet. Divide and conquer. Level up. I mean, you say your shield is terrible, but I'm stopping fireballs, man. I mean, look at that huge fireball, and I'm stopping it with this shield. I could have just hit him. I could have just been hitting him that entire time. Instead, I just ducked underneath it. Oh well. So, alright. Where are we? About it where I want to go, so let's just continue on. I love how I get a health up and then it's like right after the fight I get a level up. Did I get anything better weapon-wise? No, I just have the short swords. Right, yeah. So yeah, depending on how well you do in the fight, I think also, you see I have this neutron bomb. I believe you get a more powerful use item instead of that. There's one that's even more powerful than that. I think that's the power of Sire. I don't know. What is that now? 3 strikes where I said something without researching it beforehand? This is like, I should just put a counter on the top for that. Kind of like what Team 4-Star does with every time that Krillin gets owned or something. So, I don't know if I will actually do that. My editing and skills are still very limited at this time, so I don't know if I have the technical expertise to know how to do that. I mean, I think I do. I think I can do it, but yeah, I should just do it because you know what, it might look fun. Just put like in the upper right hand corner just a counter right now, just saying number of times talked out of ass, and just have like a 3 there, and just every time I do it I'll just update it. So yeah, I'll just add it right there in the upper right hand corner. Or yeah, I'll see. Yeah, you know what? I'm not entirely dedicated to the upper right hand corner. See what's best, or it's not blocking the screen or anything. So that will be the criteria. So my defense has gone up. They're now only doing 3 damage. Before it was 4. Soon, they'll only be doing 1. Jeez, I just got hit. Did I just get hit on? Yeah, I think I did. Why did I only get... Oh, it's because he walked into me. That's why I only got 1 damage. Alright, let's go this way. Again, $1. See, I don't know why we're using dollars in here. We have the dollar symbol. Oh man. I mean, this is the 1700s, I think, 16 or 1700s. I mean, so you're telling me that when I pick up the bags of loot, then I'm getting like $25, but here the actual menu. You're telling me it in gold. I don't know why you wouldn't just put like 25G or something. Or did you think people would think that that was like 25 grand for some reason? Got another potion. How many of those guys are there? There was only 1. Oh well. So I missed a room. Up, we gotta go back. We gotta go back. We missed the room under the save point. So let's go and check that. And then yeah, I think then we'll call it a video then. I don't like that. For some weapons, I on the off chance I do use it, like I could have used like that axe. There are probably like several opportunities I could have used it and it would have been a bit better, make the fight go a little bit faster. I think I like the axe, and the knife, and then there's and the tome. That's a pretty good one, because it will just spin around. Seriously, guys. I kind of want a new sword, and killing those guys, the guys who have like the burst of blood. I believe those are blood zombies. I don't know. I don't have the relic yet that has the name, and I kind of haven't memorized the names. So, where is this? Oh, I think this is part of that elevator system that we don't that I didn't want to deal with sooner because it had that walking blood skeleton there, and he had to hit the button for me. So, sunglasses, indoors, man. I'm a I've got half vampire blood. What? Cool looking sunglasses. Yeah, sure. Those must be cool looking sunglasses because they raised my defense from 5 to 6. I mean, those shades have made me even stronger. So, I don't even know what that button does. Like, you press the button, but like I've never figured that out. Sometimes once I've actually gotten like an ability to go up, I will just fly all the way up and just leave the elevator there. Up! Yeah! I used the cannon to get there. Basilard. Is that better? I hit the wrong button. Want to sort. No. I usually will never equip a weapon if it decreases a skill. I usually will also not equip anything if it decreases a skill. So, if we go down here, we're gonna have to go back up and around. Yeah, but there's a save point right here, so... that I completely forgot about and just remembered when I went around that. So, I guess we can go back, up and around, back to that save point that we previously were at. And then call it a video? This will also get me some, experience. More experience, so I might be pushing it. Might be able to get another level up out of that. Might not. Don't know. To get another $1, which is really not $1. Just gold. More gold. Yep. And I forgot that was going to come back for a moment. So. Nope. I used to do that all the time, amuse myself by just bouncing the sub-weapon that I didn't want out into the next room, so it was gone. Don't know why, just waste of time. So, just ate into whatever time I had to play video games. I mean, I could have done something way more productive. So. He's doing so well there. Oh well. Alright, we'll get him on the upside. We'll catch him on the upside. There. So, we'll just go to that, just continue in the room before we went down the elevator and everything, before we did the backtracking. I think that's where we'll go to. And then we'll just find a nice save point. So. Let's just keep going. I need a sword. I need to get something that isn't a short sword. I really just need something that isn't a short sword anymore. I need the distance. Well, I don't need the distance. I want the distance. I prefer the distance. I mean, I don't want to be, like, across the room and take him out or anything, but I do like the fact that a regular sword, like, with those guys will put me, like, I can still hit him and be out of reach. Come on, these guys are not dropping anything. Maybe I should have done entered in the, rename, the name of my character, which, there is a code you can enter where you get, like, ridiculous luck you start off. But every other stat is terrible. Like, I think you start off with 99 luck, but all your other stats, your strength, your constitution, your intelligence, all of those are just bad. Wait, why is my intelligence -1? What do I have that lowered my intelligence? Now I must know. That did that. Alright, we need to investigate. Nah, wrong. No. Sunglasses? The sunglasses lower my intelligence? How do sunglasses lower your intelligence? Is it because they just make me, because they're cool looking, they make me look less smart or something? That just makes no sense. I mean, I could understand if I was wearing regular glasses that I might be perceived as being smarter, but, I mean, sunglasses make me less intelligent? Sunglasses, that makes no sense. So, whatever. I'll get better headwear. No, that's not where I wanted to go. Okay. Yeah, let's just go through this room. So. And now we're in the Marble Gallery. It's a very nice room. I do sort of like the holy water. The holy water is also a pretty decent weapon. I also just don't like the way it works in this game. Wow. I guess I'm fulfilling that promise of showing you my terribleness. Okay. Alright, the number of times I can be hit has been decreased. Okay. For some reason, every time I do that, thinking that that's an indicator that I could break the floor. I know I should remember that as not being the case. So. Nope. No knife. Alright, up, and we're at our save point, so I think we will call it a video. So thanks for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe and leave me some feedback. I'd like to know what you thought about my banter. If you enjoyed it, didn't enjoy it, if you want me to talk more about something else. So yeah, let's stop.